What is going on, guys? 28 days later, and I finally get a new controller for my rock lights. You don't remember in the last video when I was making sure the ice chest rack fit, and I still gotta, you know, get this powder coated, waiting on that. But if you turn on the rock lights, they go white, and then they turn green, and then they stay green. I don't know if y'all can see, everything is sandwiched up there. I really don't like all that. I really want to try to do away with that. Thinking about doing is putting everything in the trunk and then just running wires out to where they need to go. The only problem with that, I already have so many wires running through this bike, but just know that it's got to be done. So that's what we're going to work on today. Here's one thing about this kit. You got about 3 foot of wire right there. And then you got 4 strands with about 6 foot of wire each. This connects to your phone through Bluetooth. And what I did was I stuck an emergency red button right there just in case I needed to change the color and for some reason the Bluetooth wasn't working. Can you imagine having this in the back and then running a bunch of wires? I got so many wires all over this damn bike. It's ridiculous. Do something about it. Guessing today's gonna be that day. Like, I feel like it's smart keeping everything up front so that when I'm doing water wheelies, nothing in the back's getting wet. But at the same time, this Fuller barely freaking goes underwater because half the shit I go to barely even comes above the tires. And I'm putting a bigger lift on it anyway. If I could run the wires through the frame, I would, but that looks like it ain't gonna happen. Start cutting away. Thing is, once all the plastics are on, you can't see all these wires running. But when your Fuller is in the air, like this one is, you can see all those wires underneath everything up front. Holy cow, those are rusty as hell. All right, so I'm definitely gonna have to end up running all the wires out and do it the right way instead of, oh, let's get the bike ready for this weekend. All right, but I can go that way. I feel like the less stuff you put on these bikes, the easier shit is. Like, look at this damn thing. I might just end up putting a fuse block in the back. Yeah. This is getting crazy. You know, I might go ahead and put a lead acid battery in there as well. Definitely gonna put a fuse block in there or something. Can't stand all this. That's the thing about me. Once I start diving into something, I don't like the way it looks. I'm gonna make it look better. I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it right there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna order a new battery, rerun all these wires to the front, disconnect everything, make sure all the wires are where they need to be. Well, shit, let's go and get the battery out because I'm gonna order a fuse block. I thought these were like those non-corrosive screws. Guess I was wrong on that one. This vent line was for the battery. That seemed to not work. This is for all the relays back there that I'm gonna probably end up redoing. See all these little ass wires? I want one big solid wire. It's got a shit ton of wires to it. As far as the winch, we might end up reversing some wires so that I can put the controller all the way back here, get that out the way. But then I don't know if I remember cutting all the slack for the handlebars. But see, I think that can get a little wet. I don't think that's gonna hurt nothing. I'm at the point where I'm ready to just rerun all new wires for everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6. We need a 6-strand wire. If not, I'm gonna get extra. All right, so I'm gonna get like a 6 or 8 strand wire. I know y'all are probably wondering why I put everything back up. It's just so it looks cleaner and it don't take that long. So I'm gonna order some quick connects for the headlight. We need 1 solid cable. It's got a bunch of strands of probably 14 gauge wire in them. We need some bellows for the front diff, rear diff, transfer case. We need 2 threaded barb fittings. I'm gonna tap into the air box, put a barb fitting on that for the fuel tank, for the carburetor. That way I don't really have to have this snorkel because Daniel was saying he's gonna do one big stainless steel pipe for me. We're gonna do something down here. You're not gonna see it, so I might just, you know, it is what it is. Probably order a better switch that I like. I wish I had a switch panel. I wouldn't mind putting a switch panel here, but then the back side, you ain't got nothing, and I don't really feel like making a box. And this is the only switch I really need. Man, we need a lot of stuff. Ooh, all right, I'll meet y'all inside. Okay, so I was supposed to go inside and I was supposed to look up some stuff and I was going to show y'all what I was gonna order to put on the bike. We was gonna rewire, order a new battery, get some bellows for the front and rear diff and the transfer case. And a couple other things I forgot. So I'm terrible at editing and uploading. I am not consistent with it because the projects are not consistent. Either things can be going fast or they can be going slow. And right now things are going slow because Mud Nats is coming up. I'm not going to rush the bike, so we're not working on the bike, or I'm not working on the bike, and Daniel's not working on the bike right now. So the bikes, you know, we'll work on the little stuff, getting the little stuff out the way. But I will say this, the bike is no longer in my possession. It is in Houston. I ended up bringing the bike to Houston, and this is what's left of it. You got the fenders, whip lights, harnesses, my shocks. Spoiler alert, I got these back. We can't use them. Those are up for grabs now, or I'm just going to save them. I don't know yet. But so I did make a video of me tearing it down and bringing it to Houston, or loading it into the truck and taking a picture on my Snapchat that it was in Houston. So stay tuned for that video. I'm going to try to upload that one as soon as I upload this one, probably a week after, a couple of days after, maybe 2 days after. It just depends on how long I can get it edited. So what happened was I went inside, and me and Daniel from Liberty Customs got to talking, and he said, you know what, come down here, let's chit chat, let's go eat, and let's talk about what realistically we're going to be able to make happen. And I don't want to spoil everything, but I will say that we decided that we're going to do frame support, so that's why the frame is in Houston. Also, I want to do power steering, which requires cutting of the shaft, of the steering shaft. So, and then we're doing a oil cooler. Y'all already knew that. So he needed the front rack. We're also extending the rear rack so that it doesn't look stupid being so massive and it being so small, or at least eliminate that as much as possible. So it just made sense to bring the whole bike to him. Everything is going to have to be repowder coated. I'm changing up some stuff on that too. Possibly going to do a matte black plastics or some white or cosmic gray plastics. We're going to change it up. Instead of the shocker yellow, I kind of want to do like the Can-Am neon green yellow or neon yellow. I really like the highlighter color, obviously. But I love the matte black or matte silver color. And then I'm also, you know, my truck's silver. My Harley is about to be silver. That's another project. I haven't shown y'all the Harley yet. I've had it for about 8 months now. I need to start making videos on that. I got parts coming in for that, so I'm gonna do a before and after on that. That one's not really something to work on all the time. You pretty much do a bunch of it all at once because you're constantly riding it. A fuller, you're not constantly riding it. But yeah, so power steering, oil cooler on the front, possibly, not for sure, a front bumper. Definitely reinforcing the winch plate, which again, he needs the frame for. Extending the rear rack. And I need to tell him about handlebars. I forgot to tell him that. There's so much going on with this project that it's hard to think about everything and write it all down. You have to kind of like text. I have to text him as I think about everything. So I text him today, actually, 5 weeks later after recording the video, about changing the color, and we're going to change the powder coat. So yeah, the bike's in Houston. It just made sense to bring it to Houston. Stay tuned for the next video where I will show me tearing it apart, explaining more about what's going on. But that's the gist of it. Also, spoiler alert, I cannot use those axles, knuckles, and hubs anymore because of the lift that I'm going with. I'll just say this, that he's gonna have to weld a 4-link suspension to it. So for anybody that knows about ATVs, you can imagine what's about to happen. At least that's the goal. There's a lot of things where a 300 can only handle so much. You know, you don't want to go throw 57-inch tires on a Honda 4-Tracks. I mean, it doesn't matter what kind of gearing you have. It's just there's realistic, there's cool, there's dumb cool, and then there's put it this way, I'm in the process of trying to get another bike to actually ride. This 4Tracks is not going to be a trailer queen. Whatever it can go in, it will go in. It's not going to be a bounty hole bike because it's not going to be able to handle it because of the route that I'm trying to go. A 4-tracks can realistically handle about 30, and then me and Daniel were talking, a 4-tracks can realistically only handle 34-inch tires reliably in thick mud, hammering it down, tearing, just running the piss out of it. I already have 37s that we're going bigger than that. So it's not going to happen. The bike is going to be pretty much a show-off bike / water bike. I love water, and any bike can handle water, so it's not going to be too crazy. I don't know why I'm itching so bad. So the bike, don't expect to see it in a bounty hole. It's pretty much the point of the 300 build is to be the most obnoxious four-wheeler, old four-wheeler, but yet just the dumbest thing you've ever seen. So y'all just subscribe, stay tuned. I'm excited for it to be done. It should be done by, I should have the bike back in my possession by May. That's what we're shooting for. Like I said, if I keep adding things to the list, it's going to take longer. I already have a lot on Daniel's plate right now, so hopefully we can get it done by May. But if I'll have the bike back in my possession by May, and then it'll be time for me to tear it down, get everything powder coated that I want powder coated, because, and that's another thing, that's another reason why I brought the bike to Houston. He's gonna assemble it, get everything the way it needs to look, bring it here, and I'm gonna tear it down for powder coat. I'm gonna be the one tearing it down, so I'll see how it went together. That way I'll be able to work on my own bike. That way I'll know how the custom shit went together. But so yeah, there's a lot of things going on with that. So I mean, it's going to be a while, but it's going to be an awesome journey. I'm ready to see this bike done. There's another guy building a 4-tracks similar to what I am doing. I'm not going to try to be the first one. I just want to be the best one. I want it to be done right, and I want it to be done clean. I don't want no corners, shortcuts taken. I just want it done right, and I've always been about quality over quantity. So I'm just excited for it to be done, but I'm also excited to see it come together piece by piece. I'll take y'all with me to Houston next time that I go, next time that he starts working on it. I don't want it rushed, so he's cramming 2 new builds for Mud Nationals. I told him, don't sweat my bike. Let's just wait on it and get it done right. But yeah, y'all subscribe, y'all stay tuned. We got more to come. Like I said, I got another video coming out of me actually loading the bike up and sending it off to Houston and talking a little bit more about what we're doing. But yeah, guys, if y'all enjoyed the video, subscribe and stay tuned. I'll catch y'all in the next one.